Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the movie Hangout. The real reason we see Bubba's face. That's the topic of this video. Before we jump into the supposed reason why Boba Fett keeps losing his helmet all through the Book of Boba Fett series, before we jump in, if you could just click subscribe, comment, like, I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so this article is on looper.com, and this is the actor that is playing Boba Fett. The reason why I exhale here is because this whole thing is just like, hold on, let me stop this. Disney wants you to believe that there's a deep philosophical reason why Boba Fett keeps taking his helmet off, and Jango Fett kept his helmet on as much as he did, and the Mandalorian kept his helmet on all the time. So let's jump into it, but I'll tell you the real reason why. It's been a long, winding, and partially digested road to a solo show for everybody's favorite bounty hunter from the galaxy far, far away. But here we are with intergalactic badass Boba Fett finally taking center stage for his very own Disney Plus streaming series. The character, of course, became an instant fan favorite via a couple of absurdly brief Star Wars appearances in the 1980s, The Empire Strikes Back, and 1983's Return of the Jedi. I'm going to pause right there. That right there is probably the most revealing reason why the character of Boba Fett is as popular as he is. And the reason why is because his appearance was absurdly brief. Now, why would being absurdly brief in two blockbuster films create kind of like this magnetic interest with fans in this character? Well, the reason why is because if you don't show too much of the character, people then use their own creative intellect, their own imagination to fill in the gaps as to who this person is, what his motives are, where he came from, how he does his job, what is he thinking about, what drives him. So it's like the element of mystery is why the character of Boba Fett was so cool and iconic. And when you take the mask off, when you take the helmet off, you immediately lose so much of what made that character special. Now, what Disney's going to say is that, well, we want to represent a group of people, and by knowing what he looks like, that adds an extra depth to the character. And I just totally disagree. I think that Boba Fett, in many ways, like the iconic character Judge Dredd, is um, is as cool as he is because you don't know that much about him. As soon as you take the helmet off, you lose that mystique. It's like the Wizard of Oz, and he shows you what it looks like behind the curtain. Once you do, there's no going back. Bubba made his triumphant return to the Star Wars galaxy in Season 2 of The Mandalorian, promptly reclaiming his iconic helmet and armor, and aiding Din Djarin Pedro Pascal in his campaign. And then it goes on here. A simple request led to less helmet time for Boba Fett. So here's going to be the BS reason why. And I can't even believe that they couldn't come up with a better reason. As detailed in Mandalorian, Boba Fett is not a Mandalorian in the traditional sense. So he's not beholden to the same old traditions as Din is. That's not really the reason he spends so little time in the helmet, however, as Tamora Morrison recently told Rolling Stone. The Bubba going helmetless came about largely because he asked. It actually came by chance, he explained. I think I was on the spacecraft and I said, well, I'm not flying the thing. I'm not fighting. Can I take my helmet off? And I remember there was a bit of discussion, and then Rick goes, yeah, I think it'll be okay. Take his helmet off. Okay, that is a terrible, terrible decision. It's a naive decision. It's a decision that lacks a full awareness and understanding of what makes the character so cool. And I think that the Mandalorian, the reason why he's so cool is because he never takes his helmet off. The actor went on to say that going helmetless has not only served his performance. I disagree with that at all. I completely, because great actors can act with masks on, but helped his directors with potential continuity issues. Okay. He goes, honestly, I think they need to see my face. But funnily enough, I think on The Mandalorian, they could tell if it wasn't me. If it was a stunt person, Rodriguez would say, oh, I can tell it's not you if you're not under the helmet. I do agree with that based on how, because if you have two men the same build and the same height and size, they are going to carry themselves a little different. They will move different, so you will be able to tell. That's why you should, even if there's a helmet on and you're the main actor, you should always be under that helmet. But the main reason why he took the helmet off is what the actor says right here. Honestly, I think they need to see my face here. And here's the thing. The reason why this actor wants his face to be seen is so that he cannot be recast. He can't be replaced. If he were to leave this helmet on the whole time, he could try to renegotiate with Disney for more money, or he might say something that Disney objects to, kind of like what happened with Gina Carano, and they could just can him immediately. They could fire him. They could throw any other actor underneath this helmet, and people would be like, whatever, they wouldn't care. But I guess good on him for thinking ahead and seeing what happened to Gina and what happened to other people, and be like, you know what, they're not going to get rid of Boba Fett, the character. So I better make sure my face is seen all the time as leverage against Disney. And that's what I think it is. It's about, as an actor, he wants to be recognized as the character, and also it's leverage against his employer. And so for that reason, business-wise, I gotta give him credit, but creatively, I don't think it is good. Anyways, what do you think the reason why? What do you think is the reason why he had his helmet removed? He took his helmet off. Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you want to get future rants, reviews, or original content, click subscribe. Later.